Hi, so if you have been following me, that means it will be easier for you to catch up because we're just going to start from where we stopped, yes, with the last video. And so, um, but if you haven't been following me and watching my video, and this is one of your first videos, click on the link below and it will take you to my YouTube channel and you'll be able to watch all the other videos or the previous videos. So let's just start from the beginning. So we from where we stopped, we went up to Benson Street, which is the heart of the city, thinking that everything would be okay, but it wasn't okay. We were hungry. We came with just one piece on our back. We never came brought any clothes, any food whatsoever, and we were hungry. And our uncle, well, we had two uncles that was living up that street, Benson Street. That was Uncle Joshua and Uncle JD with his wife, with their wives. And so we went up there to them, hoping that it's one of the safe part of the country in that time. They were okay. The rebels weren't there at that time, and the government troops were there, but they were not bothering them, so they were okay for now. And so that's where we went. And when we got there, we were hungry, and they too didn't have any food. And so when we got there that day, it was our what happened that day. I'm trying to remember when we got there that day. What was the first thing we did? The first thing we did was they had some food and they gave us some food to eat. Oh my gosh, that was the first food, real food we have had in months. It was like gold. It's funny, but geez, during that time it wasn't. And so they gave us, it was me, my uncle and his wife. They had two children, Odisha, my cousin, Yenny, the little girl, and my sister. So we were like 8 people. And when we reached there, they gave us, all 8 of us, they said, you guys can sleep in this room. It's big enough because we don't have any other place to put you guys. So talk to the landlord, and the landlord will let you stay in this room. I mean, it was a fairly big room. I mean, all 8 of us could sleep there on the floor. It wasn't that big, but we weren't thinking about bed. Everybody would just spread and sleep on the floor. But my uncle wife, oh, I forgot to tell you that my uncle that we were living with, his wife was pregnant. Yeah, she was pregnant. And so can you imagine, you're already mean and then you're pregnant? Tell me, what will you be? More meany, me. You get worse. And so she said, nope, only me and my 2 children and my husband will sleep in this room. The rest of you guys, your uncles have to find a place for you to sleep. You guys not coming sleeping in a room with me. And so she refused for us to sleep in a room with her. And so for me, I didn't even want her to sleep in a room with her. That woman is so wicked. I didn't know what she would do in the night when we were all sleeping. So I was like, yay, happy day. And so my uncles, the rooms that they were in, they were tiny rooms. And the room that they gave us were big, 2 times bigger than the rooms that they were in. And so there were nowhere for them to put us. And so for Odisha and Uncle Blackie, I think we were about 9 people, my people. We were like too many. I can't even remember. So Odisha, the 2 boys, my cousin Odisha, and then my uncle Blackhead. And they talked to some boys in the house to allow them to be sleeping with them, on the floor or somewhere. And then for me, okay, Yenny, the little girl who's 5 years old, my cousin, um, my uncle and his wife said, okay, she can sleep in our room with us because she was so much malnourished. She was really sick. She was not herself. We did not know that Yenny was going to survive. It was critical. And so we were all worried. And my uncle and his wife were more worried about her survival too. She was so thin and she couldn't even say a word. She was so hungry, malnourished that she was so tired to speak. Yeah, that's how. Oh, guys, I'm losing my hair. I hope you don't mind. And so, they took her, say, okay, let her come and sleep in here with us. And then me, my sister, we my other uncle, JD, may his soul rest in peace. He passed a few years back. He and his wife, they agree. He actually agreed, not his wife. His wife refused for us to go and sleep in the place with her. And I'm telling you, my people, the place we're about to go sleep, it wasn't like, not, it was on the bed floor, wooden floor. The olden time, 1800 wooden houses they used to build. Yes, that's how the floor were. So hard, like rock or more. So, and because we didn't have anything, like nothing to spread on the floor to sleep, the floor was so cold and hard. No pillow, no bed sheets, no nothing. And so they allowed me and my sister to sleep. They had three children, two girls and a boy. And they allowed me and my sister to sleep in their room, but on the floor towards the door. In the room there is a sitting place and also a room. So in that sitting place, that where we were allowed to sleep. And so they allowed us to sleep there, but they didn't give us anything like pillow or bed sheet, something to spread on the floor for us to sleep. And that wasn't my uncle JD's fault. It was his wife's fault. She didn't want us to come to sleep in the room, so she refused to give us anything to sleep, to spread and sleep on. I mean, during the war, people got so cruel and mean and ugly and nasty. Like, it was so bad. And we were young. I was 14 and my sister was 11, because I'm older than her 3 years. Yeah. And so it was just me and my sister. Look, oh my gosh. And that moment, I just wanted my mom so bad. I'm not gonna cry because I got my makeup on. I don't want to mess my makeup up. I'm gonna hold the tears back. But well, I did my makeup myself. I know it's not good, but who cares? It was just me and my sister, and I just wanted my mom so bad. And I started to think, why did my mom send us to Morovia? If she wouldn't have sent us to Morovia, we would be with her right now, and we wouldn't be treated this way, And so we had to sleep on that bare floor without any cover sheet or pillow or whatsoever, nothing. We slept on that bed floor. And the lady did not like us being in there. And so guess what she did? She told her husband, which is my uncle now, Uncle JD, told him that we stole money from in her room, or we stole some things from in her room, like, because when we got there, they were selling sweets, like candies that were looted from everywhere and then rebought from the rebel. What the rebel would do is they would go and loot those stores and then bring those things from the store and sell it to us. So that's what they were doing. And so those things that were looted and rebought by people were being sold for like higher price, like three times the price, the regular price. And so that's what they were selling when we got there. And so she told my uncle that we stole those things from her, and she doesn't want us in her house, in her room again. I think we were in her room for like about 2 weeks, and she said, "You got to tell your my." So my uncle came. My uncle went and told my other uncle. He said, you know, whatever. She doesn't want. Her name is Esther. I think she's still alive. Wicked woman. So we had to look. Like I told you several times in my video, I am a walking miracle. I am a walking miracle, I'm telling you. Because when things is about to get really ugly and bad, that's when God can just intervene. He just steps in right away, and trouble is over for now. Okay? And then let's move on to the next. And so, yeah. She said, "You guys, you can't sleep." My uncle came and told us, "Sorry, I'm so sorry. My wife, she won't let you guys sleep in the room anymore." So we woke up that morning. We never had anything. My sister, oh my gosh, nothing. We never brought anything. We didn't have anything. And so when we woke up to go for a shower, we would take our clothes. If it's so, we used to wear our clothes for maybe 3 or 4 days, and then we would go for a shower. When we go for a shower, we will wash them and hang them outside on the bathroom, because the bathroom that we have, it was those kind of bathroom that you have in the village where you can see the top of your head when you're showering. Open bathroom, you know, just like a zinc round, and then with a little door where you can just open and go in. So when we hang our clothes up there, we hang our clothes on the bathroom, you know, wall and stuff, so that the sun can shine on it and let it dry a little. And so we would take a shower, take a bath. We used to take the bucket, put water inside, and take it in the bathroom. It's not like you have to turn the shower on. No, forget that. Yeah. And so we will do that and wait so that the water can dry out of our clothes. Alexa, stop. Sorry, guys. You know, if you guys know Alexa, she's crazy. She's weird. And so, yeah, we had to wait. We wait, and then the water dries out from our clothes. And then we wear the half dry clothes, because it never really got dry. We will wear the half dry clothes. And that's what we did all the time. And so we didn't have anything. But by the grace of God, I'm trying to make my, you know, regular thing in the morning for food, to eat something for me to take my medication. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm off today, and I got a little bit of work to do later on this morning. So I have to eat something before I start that. And that's what we did. We waited, the clothes get dry, and then we put it back on. So we never had any clothes, because we came with none. But she kicked us out of her room. Before she did kick us out of her room, those soldiers, the government soldiers, came one night right in front of our house where we are living. Where we were staying or seeking refuge, there is a warehouse of clothes. So those soldiers came and bust the warehouse and took most of the clothes. And some of the clothes were dropped, you know, all on the road and stuff. And so when we woke up that morning, We saw the clothes, everything all on the road. Towels, t-shirts, mainly towels and t-shirts. That's what were on the road, all on the sidewalk. And then we went and we picked them up. And that's how we were able to get clothes to wear. So what we used to do now was, when we take a shower, we would tie, you know, the big bath towel. Yeah, those ones. We'll take the towel, we tie it around us, and then the t-shirt we will wear on top of it with the towel. So it was like towel and t-shirt. That was the new that was the new clothing what we wear, because we didn't have anything. We didn't have anything, my people. It was tough. And so for clothes, we cover that part of it. We have clothes now. And so we woke up in the morning, we take a shower, we have the towel and the tops on us. So we didn't have to wait in the bathroom for for the towel to be able to wear clothes, for it to get dry before we wear them. So when she kicked her out of that day, and then we used to use the towel, because we had a lot of them, right? So we used to use those big towels and spray on the floor, and then we lay on it, and then use another one to cover with. That was our bed sheet and blanket and clothes. The towels. Thank God for those towels, because they did help. And so that's what we were doing now. And so we had our towel. When she told her husband to tell us to get out of her room, we did. We took Brown, got our towels out, and then we just packed everything on the side in the hallway, because we never had anything to sleep, anywhere to sleep. And so my sister and I, we were thinking, well, I think we're just gonna sleep in the hallway tonight. And so before that, before the end of the day, the rebels, Prince Johnson's rebels and the government troops got into a big fight. Straight bullet, grenade were firing all over in the clouds. We were in hell, and we had to run. Okay? Everybody had to run. And as we were running, that's how we were dying. People was just dropping from straight bullets. And we did not look back. My uncle Joshua said, nobody look back. Let's keep running until we get to the because the American embassy is actually right now right on Benson Street, up Benson Street. And we were like about 10 minutes away from the American embassy. So that's where everybody was heading, thinking that, when we get to the American embassy, they will rescue or they will take us in. So let's go. So everybody from Benson Street, all over Broad Street, Crown Hill, Freeport, we're all running this way. And we're all heading to the embassy. But then the American embassy was closed to the public. They only were accepting their citizens. Like if you go there and you are an American citizen, they will take you. But if you are not and your children are, they will take your children, and you won't be able to get in, because people were only taking care of their citizens, because the war was senseless, okay? And so they were only protecting their boundaries. And so that's what they did. And when we got there, people were dying from straight bullets, because the bullets were just flying everywhere. It was crazy. Bullets were flying everywhere. And when we got to the embassy, you should see children being left behind. 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 6-month-old babies just lying down, crying. 2-year-old baby sitting, crying, wandering around, looking for their parents. That's how it was. It was so sad. It was messed up, big time messed up. It was sad. And nobody's gonna look at that baby or those baby, because everybody had a load trying to survive. I saw a baby that I wanted to pick up. He was a boy. I wanted to take him. He was crying. He was just looking directly at me. I wanted to pick him up, when I was going there to pick him up, the bullet started to fall our way. And by the time I could just grab this little ball, the straight bullet came and just hit him in the neck. I think he was about maybe a year old because he was sitting down straight. So the bullet came and hit that baby in the neck, and oh my God, till today I still feel like I was supposed to go earlier, you know, to get him. If I was going to go earlier to get him, then he would be alive today. So I still carry that guilt. I feel like it's all my fault. All my fault. Okay. I'm okay. And so he died like almost in my hand. And so I dropped him with blood all over me, and I ran because it was like in a gutter he was sitting. His parents left him in a gutter. And I ran and towards my family, and I started to follow them. But when we got to the embassy, it wasn't in the embassy, it was just the surrounding of the embassy. We were hoping that they were going to open their door and let us in. Hell no. So we sat there for like about 30 minutes, and it got really, really nasty. People were just dying. People were dying from straight bullets hitting people. And we were hiding under like this. They had like big trees, very big trees, and we were hiding under those trees, protecting us from straight bullet. But it was hard. It was really hard. And so my uncle said, we have to get out of here or else we will die. A lot of people were dying. So my uncle said, let's get out of here. We have to find a way to get out of here. And so by the grace of God, fixing my warm water here with some ginger tea. And I sometimes like to drink the tea because I got ginger. I like to put in my thing and then drink it in the morning. It's very good, very, very good. Something I learned since I've been having diabetes. So yeah, and then after an hour or so, maybe an hour and 30 minutes, everything ceased down. So what happened was Prince Johnson pushed the government troops way back, like way back. And so they killed some of them. Well, it was crazy. And so yeah, they pushed the government troops way back. And so that's how fire was seized, and we start hearing people saying, oh, you guys can go back to your homes. Don't worry, Prince Johnson troops, they are nice people. They won't harm anybody. They say everybody should go back to their homes. They push the government troops back. And so we all came back to where we were from the we left. And so we all came back now. And the good thing was they didn't loot anything. Yeah, they didn't loot anything during that time. People that left there, some of them died, you know, but there was no looting for that 1 or 2 hours that the fight was going on. And so we came back home and tried to put ourselves together. And then it was crazy because when we got back, Yeni has been picking food from the ground and eating it. Like, we had no idea she was doing it because she was so hungry. She was picking food from the ground. Remember Yeni, the little 5-year-old, my auntie granddaughter, my auntie who's in Rhode Island here, granddaughter. She was picking food from the ground. We didn't know. But when we reached to the place, when we put her down, there was a banana on the ground I have been eating, and she took it and she put it in her mouth. And she started to eat because she was hungry. I mean, what would the poor child do? And that's when we realized that, oh, you need eating food from the ground. And then we asked her, how long you been doing this? She said, I've been eating food from the ground for two weeks. And so we were worried. And then right then, that same very day, Yenny got very sick, and she started to vomit and poop everywhere. She was just vomiting and pooping. I think it's called cholera. I don't know if you guys have it. Know what that is. It's called cholera. For those who from Liberia, you will know what that is. But cholera is a disease or a sickness or something that makes you to just throw out and poop. Until you will throw out and poop until there's no water left in your system, and then you will die. That's what cholera is. So when Yenny was vomiting and pooping, and this thing is, it's contagious too. So when somebody get it and you go towards that person, and you know, in an interaction with that person, you too, you can get it too. It's just like the flu, or you know, like the coronavirus thing, contagious. So for me, I wasn't even thinking that it was going to get me. I just wanted to hold her, like, you know, hold her and tell her, like, you will be okay. Because she was like my daughter now. I was caring for Yenny from the beginning, you know. And so I went and I hold Yenny, and I started to cry. And my uncle and his wife came, and they gave me water, and I kept giving Yenny water. We kept giving Yenny water. As she vomit and poops, I gave her more water. Vomit, poop, more water, just like that. And while we were doing that, when all hope was lost, I have like almost give up, because I saw Yenny now. She was out of it. She was not there anymore. It was just her empty body, and she was just breathing now, but she wasn't there anymore. And so we all kind of gave up on Yenny. And I was just holding her now and waiting for her to just die. That's what was going on. And to myself, I was thinking, what time is it, boo-boo? I gotta take my son to school. I have to hurry up with this video. I'm just gonna do 30 minutes, so I have like 3 minutes more to go, and then we stop here. And so I'm gonna stop with where Yenny started to vomit, and we were losing Yenny. And then in the next video, I will tell you what happened to Yenny. So if you would like and you love watching my video, please subscribe, click the button, the link below, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for the support. I will appreciate. If you have any questions, leave comments, and I would love to hear your comments and concern and answer your questions. Thanks for watching and supporting me and always following me. For those who haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe and click the notification button, so that when any video comes, you can be able to watch it. Thank you, and bye.